graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
And something weird just happened. So sorry about being late, first of all. But Mike Schill is out there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Fernando Tatis got on with a walk, and Luis Arraez grounded out, and on his way to first base, I don't know if he collapsed or what happened. They're opening up the right field gates to get the vehicle out just in case he needs it. I don't know what is going on. So Arraez showed bunt, hit it over towards first base, and then he collided with Valdez, I think, or not Valdez, the first baseman, Mauricio Dubon. Yeah, that's what happened. He collided with him on his way over to first base. And he was down in a lot of pain. Walker made the throw over to Dubon. They just took a bad collision there. So the sacrifice is complete, but Arraez is still down. And he's getting checked out by the trainers. Hopefully you're all doing all right. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. Astros are taking on the Padres. They are getting the vehicle out now. The stretcher. Manny's out there. And that was really bad. I saw the replay of it. Ugh. Prayers. Prayers for Arraez, man. You could see all the outfielders gathering together. They're hoping that he's okay. I mean, that's awful. He is... I wonder how they're going to get him up. He's laying down. He's flat on his back. The trainer, there's the assistant trainer, Mike Schilt, who's the manager, and 3 other players are all out there. Prayers. Machado, Tatis Jr., and the first base coach are right by each other. We had a sacrifice bunt over towards first base and then just collided with Mauricio Dubon, who had to go cover first. Ouch. And there's really not much that Dubon could have done. He did prepare himself for contact there, so it's not like he could just get out of the way. It's really a bizarre type of a situation. I got you. Valdez is even on 2 knees. That's just sports. It's a terrible collision. Arise did hustle. Now Dubon and the Spada are over there too. They put the stretcher down. They're going to try to get it underneath him. They're trying to stabilize the head and the neck area. I think that's where he got injured. But I'm not trying to speculate. So Arias is down. They're trying to lift him up and get him onto the stretcher. And then put him on the vehicle. Also that they got him on. Laid down a drag bunt and then just collided with the second baseman who had to go cover first. That was a bad collision. First I thought he went down. Because I started streaming. I thought that he went down first. And then I realized, no, that was a bad collision. Astros players are all on their knees. Did they get? Yep, they're lifting them up now. And they give him a standing ovation. Prayers for Luis Arias, man. That's awful. That is terrible. Mike Schill is talking to him. So he is communicating with him. Which is good. But they got him onto the vehicle. By the way, there is one out. We're in the top of the first. Injuries. It's part of sports. It sucks. So they're not moving yet, but they got him onto the vehicle. I don't know if you call that a truck or... He gets another standing ovation. So they are moving. He gives a thumbs up. And hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he can recover soon. That's awful. So we're still in the top of the first. Now I got to do my scorecard. Okay. Prayers for Luis Arraez, man. All right. They finally got him into the right field gate, and they closed it. Okay. And we are going to resume baseball. Tatis is still bending his knees over at second base. Tatis Arraez. So Machado is due up. So Tatis got on with a walk, and then Arraez tried to perform a drag bunt, and as he bunted it over to first base, he ran into Mauricio Dubon on a really bad collision. Dubon had to go cover the bag. The first baseman, Walker, had to go get to the ball and then toss it back to Dubon. So Machado will finally step on into the batter's box. And a fake throw over to second base. I think that was sort of mental for Valdez to just sort of get his mind back into it. One out, and here's the pitch. It's taken for a strike. So prayers for Luis Arraez in the chat on that awful collision that just took place. The pitch. It's inside. And it's 1-1 strike. Machado hitting .304. Has 2 homers and 10 RBI. Tatis dances off a second. Machado at the plate. And the 1-1. Looked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. And for the Padres, I mean, Cronenworth's out for them. Jackson Merrill's injured for them. Now to put him on the injured list, it's brutal. The 1-2 to Machado. It's way up high for ball 2. I like how the scoreboard bot shows extra innings as overtime. I know, it cracks me up. It cracks me up too. I've tried to ask them about that. 24-2, yes, that's correct. The 2-2 to Machado, and he fouls it off. Good dinner. Really good dinner. What's going on, Scott? Ugh. The question is, who's going to pinch? Who's going to play for Arraez? Arraez actually was DHing today, too. It's kind of ironic that the DH gets injured. 3 balls, 2 strikes as the next pitch was taken down and in. Happy Easter to you, too, my friend. Valdez comes set at the belt, and here's the 3-2. That's sliced foul. It's one of my guys, too, in fantasy baseball. Now I got to pick up a first baseman. That's the least of my worries, obviously. 3-2 pitch. That's spoiled foul. Good. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch to Machado, and he spoils it foul again, and he just got nicked up. I think he like twisted something. Let's see from the replay again. Oh, fouled it right off of his toe. Stop injuring yourselves. Come on. He steps out of the box. Stay healthy. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Machado does take a step out of the box. 9 pitches in this at-bat, by the way. Working up that pitch count. It's been a long top of the first inning. The 10th pitch of the at-bat. Tatis leads off over at second. Valdez stares back at second. And the 3-2 to Machado. And another foul ball, and he goes down again. And lands flat on his back. He sits up. And the trainer's gonna go check up on him. Wow. Fouled it right off of the same foot. Same foot. And they're getting hurt in the batter's box. He hit it off of his foot again. Same foot, same toe. First base coach is like, not again. So he's sitting up. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. A very bizarre situation. Machado's walking, so he's up. They're testing to see how he feels. Mike Schultz is out there along with the trainer. Oof. Ugh. It's not what I wanted. That's a rough way to get injured. You're not wrong. Still walking around, and he's going to continue the at-bat. Okay. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the 11th pitch of the at-bat coming on up. So Machado's back up. Here's the payoff pitch, and he fouls it off again. This is the 12th pitch of the at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Valdez, and it's inside and low. Almost got him on the same foot again. And luckily, Machado bounced out of the way. So, 2 walks allowed in this inning. And there's still 1 out. And Xander Bogaerts is coming up. This is my guy in fantasy. Where is the man of the hour, Denbrew? He has Valdez pitching. What's up, Tim? Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Let me know who you're rooting for. The pitch. And then that's in there for a strike. 12 pitches and then he hit him. He didn't hit him. But they call it a walk. Oh, it got a piece of the jersey. You're right. The pitch, ground ball hit back over to second base. The throw, or the tag to second. There's 1 to throw to first, and it's bobbled by the first baseman Walker. And Tatis is gonna come on in to score. It's 1-0 San Diego. Wow, good heads-up base running plays as well. It was a really nice play. I think Walker slipped on the bag, and he just couldn't make the play. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest. Dude, thanks so much for the super chat. Rate your current worry level for the Phillies. I'm at a 5. I'm at a 5. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. The ball's 1 strike to Oscar Gonzalez, who was called up after Jackson Merrill got injured. There's the 0-1, and there's a line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and this is going to put Bogaerts at least over at third. It's bobbled by the left fielder Alvarez, and Bogaerts will come. Now he'll stay put over at third base. And so that's a 2-out double. By Gonzalez. This might be another guy to pick up in fantasy. Padres have some very good prospects. This game is already crazy. It's 1-0 San Diego. Machado, or sorry, it was Luis Ariz got injured. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over to right field from Yuli Gurriel, and the catch is made by Smith. And the side is finally retired. We're going to the bottom of the first. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. We're back. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the first. Altuve will lead things off for the Astros, and then it'll be Paredes, Alvarez, Pena, Walker, Caratini, Myers, Smith, and Dubon. And they're going to be facing Dylan Cease, who has a 6.64 ERA in 4 games. He's been struggling this year. And this is a contract year for Dylan Cease, too. So, Altuve will be the first victim that he will face. Dubon is still in the game. Yeah, Dubon's fine. Dubon's okay. It's 1-0 San Diego. We're in the bottom of the first. And Altuve will be leading things off. So it's Jose Altuve, Isaac Paredes, Yordan Alvarez, Jeremy Pena, Christian Walker, Victor Caratini, Jake Myers, and then it's Cam Smith batting in the 8th spot. And then the 9th spot, it's Mauricio Dubon. The pitch, and Altuve fouls it off. And by the way, Maldonado and Gurriel making their way back in Houston. Both on the Padres now. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, it's outside for a ball. Altuve's average is at 305. He's the DH in tonight's game. He's 34 years old now. 3 steals so far on the season. 1-1, that's taken outside. He has 318 career stolen bases. 232 homers, 819 RBI, and he's played in 1,841 games. The pitch, that's up high for a ball. 1,841 regular season games, 105 playoff games. 3 balls, 1 strike. Cease is on the hill, gets set at the belt, and Altuve sends this one out to right field. It's a foul ball. A lifetime 306 hitter. The payoff pitch from Cease, here it comes. That was high, but Altuve sends it out to right field. It's going back towards the track, and the catch is made by Tatis Jr. right on the warning track. And so 1 away. Can't believe he actually was able to hit it that far. That was a high pitch. How does he get the bat on that type of a pitch there? To just hit it that far, that's pretty impressive. And he's short, too. It's not like he has, he's 5 feet 6 inches tall, 167 pounds. For him to just be able to have that power is unbelievable. The pitch, and it's a foul ball behind home plate to Isaac Paredes. Oh, 0-1 is the count. The pitch, it's in there for a strike. Had some wild MLB scores today, including what was a 14-1 win by the Brewers, and you thought that was wild. Well, the Reds absolutely crushed the Orioles 24-2. 24-2. 0-2 pitch. There's a bouncer hit over to third base. Machado has it, throws from his waist over to first. And it's in time. And now I bring up Yordan Alvarez, who is honestly not had a good year so far. Hitting just .215 with 2 homers and 10 RBI. But we know that when he's hot, he's one of the best players in baseball. The pitch to Yordan, and he takes a curveball that's in there for a strike. Heck of a ball player. No balls, one strike. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 San Diego. The pitch to Alvarez. He pulls it over towards the right side on the ground, and the throw is going to be made over to first. And so the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros, and we're going to the second inning. Last step off for now. I'll be right back. Oh, well, you have to be more specific, my friend. If I was a fan coming into today's game, I'd never come back again. I didn't know you were talking about the Orioles. What's going on? He means O's fan. Oh, I got you. Yes. I figured that, yeah. All right, we're going to the second inning. It's 1-0 San Diego. If I was an O's fan attending that game, yeah, that was, were they home? They weren't home, were they? They were! Oh, that's even worse. Jeez. All right, we're going to the second inning. And so up to bat will be Jose Iglesias. Played on the Mets last year. Yeah, I'm sure he did, Scott. First pitch. It's in there for a strike. That's why I said that. No, I understand now. I get it. I was like, wait, who are you referring to? But then I realized. Iglesias just hitting .318, though. Has 6 RBI. The 0-1 is in there for strike 2. Denver probably doesn't want to come on here because he probably knows defeat. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch to Iglesias, and he slaps it foul. Framber Valdez, now 31 years old. He's been with the Astros since 2018. He was doing that game, yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. And time called by Iglesias. He has a 4.91 ERA this year, Framber Valdez, that is. 24 strikeouts and a 1.27 whip. The pitch. And there's a bouncing ball hit over to shortstop. And the throw will be made over to first. And Iglesias almost beat that out. Almost. 1 away. He hustled. Nice play by Pena. He's a good shortstop. I think it was actually a good thing for the Astros when they got rid of, when they let Correa walk, because this guy was in the farm system and they could actually call him up because they knew that he was going to be a good shortstop too. The pitch. It's inside for a ball. Good play. Valdez last year had a 2.91 ERA, struck out 169 batters in 176 games, or in 176 innings, 28 games. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. And by the way, in case you are wondering, I'm finding this out right now as we speak, they have not announced a pinch hitter yet for Luis Arraez. I think that they'll just do it when he's up. The pitch. It's taken down for a ball. Wonder how many fans were there till the end. That's not good for his stream. 3-1 pitch. That's low for ball 4. And Valdez gives up a walk. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. Who are you rooting for tonight? Let us know. We're in the top of the second. It's Martin Maldonado facing his former ball club. And he takes a 93-mile-per-hour pitch that's in there for a strike. I think he's the oldest catcher, right? He's 38. He has to be the oldest catcher in all of baseball now. The 0-1 to Maldonado, and he grounds this one sharply over to first. The throw to second. There's one. The throw back to first in time. Maldonado certainly does not have a lot of speed. So he was really slow going over to first, and that's going to go down as a 3-6-3 double play. So the inning is over. Just hit it right off the nose of the bat over to Walker. And that's going to do it. We're going to the bottom of the second. Okay. Maldonado. Want to make sure I have this right. 3, 6. It was really, 3-4-3 double play. All right, let me get my lineups in order now. There was a player back in the day named Candy Maldonado. Really? Candy Maldonado. I'm going to look it up. He's 64. Is that his son? Candy played for the Dodgers, the Giants, the Indians, the Brewers, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, and the Rangers. Huh. Also known, yeah, he had a lot of success with the Giants. In Game 6 of the, I didn't know this, but in Game 6 of the 87 championship series, he lost Tony Pena's second inning fly ball in the lights, and the play resulted in a triple for Pena. It's wild. Pena scored on a sac fly for the only run in the game in which St. Louis won to tie the series at 3 games each before they went on to win Game 7. They say he was a better hitter on the road than at home. He had a batting average which was 51 points higher in road games. Huh. Pena's up, and he takes a strike. Candy scored the first ever run for the Cleveland Indians at Jacobs Field. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out to left field. It's playable, and the left fielder makes the grab. That's Oscar Gonzalez. was also the 16th Giant to have a cycle. Here comes Christian Walker, who played against the Padres a lot when he was on the Diamondbacks. He takes the first pitch way up high and inside. The Buckner of the Giants, says Larry. Walker just hitting a $164. Astros are 10-10. That kind of makes me feel better. 1-0 pitch, and it's high for ball 2. It makes me feel better as a Phillies fan because, again, sometimes I look at my team and I'm like, well, this sucks. And then I'm looking at the Baltimore Orioles score and I'm like, well, that sucked. That was worse. 2-0, swing and a miss. White Sox beat the Red Sox today 8-4. Again, the Brewers put up 14 runs against the A's. Fried had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning for the Yankees. And they did blank the Rays. The pitch, foul ball. It's 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Padres have the lead. Bogarts grounded into a fielder's choice, and then Tatis scored on the throwing error by Mauricio Dubon. The 2-2 to Walker, and he gets on top of it, but fouls it off. Where y'all tapping in from? Let us know down below. We cover Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games on this channel, but we also do Sunday Night Baseball too. It's more chill. It's more relaxing. And it's nice. It's very nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. And it's outside for ball 3. There's only one team with a positive run differential in the AL Central and the West combined. I'm going to guess. I'm not looking this up. I'm going to guess, and I'm going to say it's the Royals. 3-2, swing and a miss. And there's the first strikeout for Dylan Cease. There's only one team with a positive run differential in the AL Central and the West combined. It's not the Royals. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. The Mariners. Victor Caratini is up. Victor actually might be older. Now he's 31. I thought maybe he was older than Maldonado. No balls, 2 strikes. Mars might be a little bit behind on stream. The Tigers. Mariners are at 0. Wow. Detroit. And they lost today, didn't they? Did they lose today? Yeah, they did. They lost 4-3 in overtime. 1 ball, 2 strikes, plus 25 run differential. That's insane. Well, I think that the Reds are gonna probably go up even higher, even though they're not in the AL. They have got to have the highest run differential now, correct? Because of this one game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second. It's Victor Caratini who is up to bat. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Cease gets Caratini the strikeout. The inning is over. It's time to go to the third. I feel like the Reds have to have a very high run differential now. Let's look at their standings. Yeah, they have a plus 32 run differential. The Phillies plus run differential is only at 2. Orioles were plus 24. Now they're at minus 20. They're at minus 20 now. It says on ESPN. Listen to this. The Padres have a plus 34 run differential. The Dodgers have a plus 10 run differential. The Giants are at plus 30. And the Diamondbacks are at plus 17. And all three of those teams are battling in the NL West. Again, I know it's still early. But it's just funny. Padres and Dodgers are currently tied. If the Padres win, they'll be a half game above the Dodgers for that division. That's funny. And the Rockies are just at the bottom. 3-17. Colorado. They're on an 8-game losing streak. They're 1-9 in their last 10 games. Can you imagine if we were Rockies fans? That's gotta be awful. That's gotta be terrible. We're in the top of the third. Tatis Jr. is back up. We'll find out who Ariza's pinch hitter will be in just a few moments. The first pitch is swung on the mist. NHL playoffs. Get you those scores right now. Maple Leafs are winning 2-1. They ended the first period. The 0-1 pitch. And there's a ground ball down the first base line. That's a fair ball. And, well, it looks like it's actually going to go all the way over towards the corner. Tatis rounding second. He's going over to third. The throw is cut off at second. And Fernando Tatis with the triple down the first base line. That thing just somehow, not only did it stay fair, but it went all the way down towards that corner. And Smith just had no chance of getting over there. And I thought maybe there was a chance that Tatis could have came home. I thought that was an easy triple for him. He stood up over at third base. And that's the second time that he has gotten on today. So now it's Gavin Sheets who's going to pinch hit for Ariza. He'll ground this one past the dive and stop of Walker. It goes out to right field. And Tatis walks to home plate. It's 2-0 San Diego. Man, that thing just skipped by Walker, and so it's an RBI single for Gavin Sheets. Walker's a very good first baseman. It just deflected off of his glove, and it almost hit Dubon, but skipped right on by him. Here comes Machado to the plate. And he swings and misses at a sinker at 95. 2-0 San Diego. 0-1 is the count. Valdez still pitching. Top of the third, a runner on at first, and the pitch, it's a changeup. It's low for a ball. Stand-up triple, don't see that too often. Well, he has wheels. And for him to just hit it down that line and get it into the corner, thought maybe it was going to hit the little backstop and then stay a little bit more up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Maple Leafs were winning 2-1. The Hurricanes did beat the Devils today 4-1. And the Golden Knights are hosting the Wild at 10 o'clock. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. I'm looking forward to seeing Jack Eichel in the playoffs. That'll be interesting. Valdez comes set at the belt. Chris, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate you. And the pitch to Machado. It's way outside. The Thunder absolutely annihilated the Grizzlies today. 131-80. Celtics outdueled the Magic 103-86. The Cavaliers are beating the Heat at halftime 62-54. And then the Warriors play the Rockets at 9:30. I'll be watching that game too. JJ called the late hockey game. I want to watch some sports tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third. Thunder went off. Yeah, I see. Three seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the payoff pitch to Machado, and he pops it up. It's over towards the shallow right field side. Dubon's there. He'll make the catch as he calls off Smith. There's 1 out. Thunder sent the rest of the league a message. I don't know. I still think that the Celtics are the team. Hate to say it. Caps game 1's tomorrow at 7. Yeah. That's going to be fun too. 1 out and a runner on over at first. We're in the top of the third. It's 2-0 Padres. Bogarts is in the box. Valdez on the hill. The pitch. It's a changeup. It's down. What's up, Doug? I missed your message. Sorry. Thanks, Larry. 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled off of the catcher, Caratini. Caratini was looking to throw it over to second base. And, well, he doesn't even have to. Two nothing Padres. Top of the third. Those over on the vertical stream, appreciate y'all. The pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over to second base. It was actually a line drive. It was caught. The throw back to first was in time. So a good play. It's a 4-3 double play. On a line drive, and it was caught by Dubon. Made the catch there. Well, that doesn't help me. That's a negative 1.5 points. He hit into a double play. That doesn't help JJ in fantasy. That's okay. We're going to the bottom of the third. Only thing I miss about not having broadcast TV is football games and playoff hockey, says Larry. The Nationals play the Rockies tonight at 8:10. Game 2 of a doubleheader. What? That game's going to start. Huh. Well, Pat, I had known that that was the late game. Just kidding. Nah, I wanted to do the ESPN. They're playing on a doubleheader. The game's getting started right now. Doug, aren't you happy that the Phillies didn't do that? You're probably like, oh, please, I'm still mad at them for blowing another lead today. Why'd you even have to bring it up, JJ? Yeah. You're right. I didn't have to do that. The Dodgers shut out the Rangers 1-0 today. Glasnow only went 4 innings. He actually had 3 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. He must have gotten hurt. Lower leg injury. Yep. They say he's expected to make his next start. I don't know. I wanted Tyler Glasnow a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of happy that the Phillies didn't get him. Can't stay healthy, and saw how he was when he was playing us in the cold. Oh, yes, Doug. Bottom of the third, and the pitch to Myers, and he hits this one out to right center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. It's cut off. The throw's going to be drawn to second, and that's a long single by Jake Myers. So it's an opposite field single by Jake. Here comes Smith, and the pitch is taken for a ball. It's a slider. Nothing in one is the count. He's playing out in right field. Myers' average now is at 304. The pitch, and another foul ball. Excuse. Cam Smith hitting .231. He has 3 homers on the season. He's 22, very young. He's from Lake Worth, Florida. The 0-2 pitch, and it's way up high for a ball. 12 hits and 52 at-bats. JJ, you tell him I'm trying to forget that it happened. Yeah. Here's the 1-2. That's smacked foul. Yeah, the Phillies had a lead in the 8th inning, and Orion Kirkering gave up a 3-run homer. But it wasn't even just the 3-run homer. It was the fact that Bryce Harper had an error at first, even though they didn't call it an error, and it was ruled as a double. And then Bryson Stott couldn't get a double play. So our defense was really bad as well. That 7th inning was a collapse. The 8th inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Dylan Cease starting to get into his groove, it seems like. Mauricio Dubon is up to bat. The pitch, and it's fouled away. Phillies then did tie it, but then when it went to extras, the Marlins beat us with small ball. Nothing in one is the count. Dubon's in the box, just in 160. Took a collision with Luis Arraez in the 1st inning. And Dubon's okay. Arraez left the game on a stretcher. So we're sending prayers out to him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dubon. The toss bat to first. And the tag is not in time. The pitch to Dubon, and there's a fly ball hit out to left field. It'll be playable, and it's caught right before the track. There's out number 2. And Jose Altuve is coming back up. The last man standing. Correa, Verlander, Bregman, Tucker, Garrett Cole, they're all gone. Altuve is the only one left from that core. The pitch, and it's taken for a called strike. It's hard to believe. They're all gone, and he is still here. Call him Mighty Mouse. 0-1 pitch. That was high, but it's a called strike. Mighty Mouse. 0-2, and there's a ground ball base hit. That thing was heading into the dirt, and he was just able to slice it out to right field on the ground. And he gets on with an opposite field single. Exit velo on the bat was just at 81 miles per hour. So in his first at bat, he took a very high pitch out over towards the right field warning track. And this time he hits a pitch that he sort of shovels out to right field that was heading right on into the dirt and just puts it in a good spot. That's Jose Altuve. Here comes Paredes, and the pitch. It's a wild pitch, and it's not going to go away for the runner from third to score, but Altuve will get to advance over to second. So the tying run is in scoring position. Can't imagine Alvarez, the Astros without Bregman at third. I can't imagine them without Kyle Tucker. McCullers is still there. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. But I don't think McCullers, when they won their first championship, he was on that team, wasn't he? Brad Peacock was there. I remember him too. The 1-1 to Paredes. There's a fly ball hit out to right field. It's out of play. Now, McCullers is... I don't think McCullers is there. They don't have him on the roster. Is he on the depth chart? Yeah, he is. He's been there since 2015, yeah. You're right. 1-2. That's taken low and outside for a ball, but yeah, he's currently not on the roster, I don't think. Yeah, he's been with them since 2015. He's on the IL, yeah. Alvarez waits in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Paredes, and the next pitch is taken outside for ball 3. .42 pitches for Dylan Cease. And the payoff pitch, here it is, swing and a miss. And that is going to do it. The toss is made over to first base. Gurriel catches it and applies the tag of the bag. We're going to the 4th. It's 2-0 San Diego. out in Houston. All right. Cool. I wanted Kyle Tucker, but the Astros weren't going to give us Kyle Tucker. I really wanted Kyle Tucker to come on over here. It's a lot of money to keep a core together, and for the Astros actually to do it for that long, say what you want about the cheating, they still had a very good core. But yeah, I can't imagine them without Kyle Tucker, even though they're without Kyle Tucker right now. He went to the Cubs. He's having a good year. Still is a very good outfielder. He's 28. He's hitting .315. He has 6 homers and 23 RBI. Padres are a good team, yeah. But Jackson Merrill, Jake Cronenworth, and now Luis Ariz are all hurt. So is Yu Darvish, obviously. Yeah, Tucker's on the Cubs. How much was that contract? How much was Kyle Tucker's deal? Kyle Tucker contract. He's on a 1-year deal worth $16.5 million. And that's expiring at the end of this year. So the Cubs are going to have to pay him. And how much was Bellinger's contract? I did not want Cody Bellinger. That was somebody that I didn't want. 3 years, $80 million. 3 years, $80 million. That means his AAV, his annual average salary, is at 27.5. No, thank you. No balls, 1 strike. Gonzalez is up to bat, and he fouls this one away. This guy certainly has potential. But yeah, I really want a Kyle Tucker. Yeah, he's on the Cubs. 0-2 is the count, the pitch, and Caratini blocks it, bounces right in front of him. You picked the Cubs to win the Central this year? I think it's still the Brewers. I do. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button, folks. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Even when I'm not feeling my best. Here's the 1-2 from Valdez. And another foul ball. Cubs might be an interesting pick, though. 1 second left on the pitch clock, and there's the 1-2 to Gonzalez. And there's a fly ball hit out over to right field. It's carrying. He's going over towards the warning track, and on the run is Smith, and he'll make the catch. Is Josh, another person I was thinking of from that Astros dynasty is Josh Reddick. Where is he? Josh Reddick. He's 38 years old. He retired, didn't he? Josh Reddick. The pitch to Tatis. Or to Gurriel, that is. And there's a ground ball base hit up the middle by Yuli Gurriel. He still has it in him, even at the age of 41. Doing it against his former team. Now it's Jose Iglesias who's up. And Iglesias takes a sinker at 95. He's in a very expensive armchair somewhere. Nothing in one is the count. There's one out. We're in the top of the fourth. There's a runner on at first in the pitch to Iglesias. Foul ball. I didn't realize Yuli won a Gold Glove. He was Gold Glover in 2021. I did not know that. O2 pitch. And a foul ball. I'm trying to think like who was good that year. Iglesias has the highest batting average versus left-handed pitching since 2024. Third and fourth on that list, Altuve and Alvarez. The ball's 2 strikes. 1 second left on the pitch clock, and here's the pitch to Iglesias. Foul ball. And out of play. It goes. We're in the top of the fourth. The ball is 2 strikes. Valdez comes set at the belt again. Looks back at second, now back to the plate, and there's the 0-2. And there's a line drive that's played on the bounce by the second baseman. The throw, the shortstop, there's one. The throw to first in time. And Iglesias grounds into a 4-6-3 double play. We'll be back. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right, it's Alvarez who's coming up to bat. Hitting on the left side, of course. White batting gloves, rest of the bat on the shoulder. Just an ultimate power hitter. Takes a slider that's a little bit low for a ball. If I were to give you a top 3 list of who the best left-handed batters are in baseball over the last 3 to 4 years, it's 2 balls, no strikes, by the way. The pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right center field. That's going to be caught for out number 1. I would put Juan Soto, Yordan Alvarez, and Shohei Ohtani in that conversation. Those to me are the 3 best left-handed hitters in baseball over the last 3 to 4 years. What do you guys think about that? Agree or disagree? The pitch. There's a foul ball. The ball is 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. The pitch, line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball. And Pena is going to get 2 as he stands up at second base. The throw is going to be made over to third. There's a 1 out double. Scott says agreed. Larry says, I'll buy that. Yeah, not Christian Yelich. What's up, Rhino? How are you, my friend? Sunday Night Baseball it is. Yes, sir. Yeah. Not... Would Marsh be on the lefties list? I disagree. Don't know what it is, but I disagree. Of course you do. I mean, Kyle Tucker's a very good left-handed hitter, too. But he couldn't stay healthy last year. Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. Don't get me wrong, I love Kyle Schwarber. And I love Bryce Harper. But they're just not... They're not in my top 3. One. That's taken down for a ball. Is there anybody else that I'm missing? I mean, Luis Ariz is a very good left-handed hitter, too. But I think like 5 tool players, or at least like 3 tools, Ohtani, Soto, and Alvarez, easily. 2-1, swing and a miss. Now, the best switch hitters in baseball, that's a very good conversation. The best one still is Jose Ramirez. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pena's on at second. He got him with a double. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Best switch hitters. Ramirez, 1. Lindor, 2. Who else would I put in as a switch hitter? I mean, Jason Dominguez is a switch hitter, but he's not, like, the best. Adley Rutschman's a good switch hitter. Ozzy Albies, maybe. The pitch. There's a foul ball. I don't know who else is a switch hitter. James Wood's not a switch hitter. Huh. Two balls, two strikes. Tying run up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. Ketel Marte, maybe? Is Ketel Marte a switch hitter? Is Ketel Marte a switch hitter? Yes. Okay, so my top three, I'm gonna go with Jose Ramirez, Francisco Lindor, and Ketel Marte. I actually think that's a very good top three. The switch hitting a dying art. I think it's coming back. I do. Phillies haven't had a good switch hitter since Jimmy Rollins. Two outs in the pitch. It's flied out over to center field. The catch will be made. And the inning is over. Side is retired. We're going to the fifth. It's 2-0 San Diego. Guys, make sure that you guys go subscribe to Rising Rhino. I'd really appreciate that. Ugh. Back in the day, every lineup had one or two switch hitters. Well, I wonder. I seriously wonder if because analytics have taken over the game, I really do question if they're telling more kids to be ambidextrous or, become switch hitters just because, I don't know, just because of numbers. Stats of lefties versus righties. I wonder if that's becoming more of a thing now. I'm just wondering. Because usually, there's no such thing as a switch hitter, batting on the left side versus a left-handed pitcher, or a switch hitter who's batting righty facing a right-handed pitcher. That doesn't happen anymore now. That doesn't happen anymore now. It's interesting. You would have won over 3K. Damn. Some of y'all bet hard, man. Excuse me. We're on the top of the fifth. It's 2-0 San Diego. Valdez still pitching. And pitch number one, swing and a miss on a curveball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. The pitch. Another foul ball. This is Tyler Wade who's up to bat. Played with the Yankees from 2017 up until 2021. And he swings and misses at a slider. And there's one away. And Valdez will get a strikeout. Ugh. The pitch. There's a sinker that's in there for strike one. It's the Martin Maldonado. 64 pitches for Valdez. 0-1. That should have been called a strike. It's called a ball. Can't believe Tyler Wade is now 30 years old. He was a rookie in 2017. How did this time fly? I'm actually surprised he's lasted this long. Really. 1-1 strike to Maldonado, and there's a line drive, base hit out to right field, and it's bobbled by the right fielder, but it doesn't catch too far. It doesn't get too far away from him on the bounce, and Maldonado gets on with an opposite field single. 15-leg parlay. O'Hearn was the only one not to get a hit. Pena was the last one I was waiting on, and he got a double. A 15-leg parlay? Jeez. That's insane. Pitch to Tatis. It's in there for a strike at 95. Fernando hitting .359. He has 7 homers on the season. He's been really strong this year. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. .68 pitches for Valdez, and here's the 0-2. It's in the dirt and taken for ball one. If you make a certain amount, yes, Doug. The 1-2 to Tatis. It's inside for a ball. I'm sure that gambling winners must report all winnings on their federal tax income. Yes. Three-two pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Valdez with another strikeout. And so there's 2 gone in the 5th. Good pitch there. They have you fill out what's called a W-2G form, which I assume, and you can look this up to correct me, is a W-2 form for gambling. The pitch to Gavin Sheets, and he takes it for a strike. He came on in the pinch hit after Luis Ariz collided with the second baseman. The pitch on the way, line drive, and it's caught out in right field by Smith. What a catch. That thing was smoked out to right field, and Smith was on the run and almost snow-coned it. Was able to hang on, though, to it. Heck of a grab by Smith. And the inning is over. It's time to go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0 San Diego. Allergies suck. Allergies do stink. But you know what doesn't stink? You guys. Because we're battling through. Did I miss something from Doug? Mars says, please pray. Yeah. You do have to report it. Mars says it depends on how much you win. Mars, you're far behind. You're a little behind. Just an FYI. We're in the bottom of the fifth. In the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. 2-0 San Diego. One strike. And Cease is on the mound. .304 average for Jake Myers. The pitch, it's a slider. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Antonio Senzatella is pitching for the Rockies. Yeah, quit the live to return. No worries, man. No worries. You good. I just wanted to tell you. Man. Sometimes, like, there are people that are like, yeah, I know I'm behind, but I wanted to catch up. Which I understand, too, but some people forget. So I just like to remind them. Daniel, what's up, man? Padres keep on winning, he says. I'm sure that doesn't make you happy as a Dodgers fan. And they're winning with their guys hurt, too. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Cam Smith waits in the on-deck circle. 60 pitches for Cease. The windup and the pitch. And that is smacked down the third base line. It's a fair ball. And it's going towards that left field corner. And so they're going to throw it on in over to shortstop. And there is a double to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. That's by Jake Myers. Surprised that they weren't playing him towards that third base line. And usually he doesn't hit the ball down the line, but I'm still a little bit surprised that they did that. Coworker of mine won $3,000 playing slots at National Harbor. Really? Wow. The pitch, swing and a miss. That's insane. The ball is 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's a runner on at second. The tying run is up to bat. Cease will get set at the belt. He stares back at second. Bat to the plate, bat to second again, and bat to the plate in the 0-1. Swing and a miss. The ball is 2 strikes. 2 sliders in a row. There's another slider that's going to miss wide. Who do you guys think wins the AL West? Who do you think wins the AL West this year? The pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that's going out to right field. Tatis gets over to it. Stopping at third base is Myers. That's going to put runners on at the corners. All right. So we got ourselves a ball game. Okay. All right, chat. Let's go. We got ourselves a baseball game here. All right. We have a mound visit. And the home plate umpire is going to break up the conversation. Next week, we're the Sunday night baseball game. And by we, I mean the Phillies. So, no Sunday night baseball. I mean, technically it is Sunday night baseball, but it's the Phillies playing Sunday night baseball. So, same structure that we do for all the Phillies games. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's runners at the corners. I think the Phillies are actually Sunday night games for back-to-back weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check that now. The pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Sunday the 27th. And then what are they, Sunday the 4th? No, they don't play 2 weeks in a row. They actually play the 11th, though, on Sunday night. 0-1, and there's a foul ball. Dubon hitting just 154 on the season. He also has 1 RBI. Here's the 0-2 to Dubon. It's outside and low for a ball. Altuve waits in the on-deck circle. 68 pitches for Cease. There's the 1-2, and that's going to be sliced out to center field, and Iglesias can't make the catch. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and it will make it a 2-1 ball game. Iglesias tried to make a really good catch with his glove open and just not able to do so. It bounced off his glove, and the Astros are on the board. Just bounced right out of the heel of his glove. If he was just maybe a couple more, one more step, he would have had that. One more. And here comes Altuve to the plate. Time will be called by Cease. The Astros have something cooking. Doug says KC. KC is not in the AL West. I think Seattle's going to do it. That Seattle team has a good franchise. Or has a good team, it looks like. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. J-Rod has to stay healthy, though. Yo, 1 to Altuve. Foul ball. Tying runs at second, go-ahead runs over at first. Jose is 1 for 2 on tonight's game. He flied out to right and then singled out to right as well. Here's the 0-2 to Altuve. High for ball 1. It's only a 2-1 game. It's been a long one, though. That first inning took a while because of the Arias injury and then Machado's injury, even though he stayed in the game. And his at-bat, too. He had an 11-pitch at-bat. The pitch, check swing, he did not go, says first base umpire. Valdez with 2 strikeouts in 5 innings for the Astros. 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 hits. And for Cease, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. No walks allowed. The pitch to Altuve, and he stays alive. He's pitched in 4 innings. Astros fans standing on their feet. And they're going to... Cease will step off of the rubber for a second. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Altuve. Swing and a miss. He chases after a 98-mile-per-hour fastball that was way up high. And there's one away. What's up, dog? Thanks so much for becoming a member. You're now at the red membership, dude. I appreciate you. $2.99 a month, folks. That's it. Here's Paredes. He takes a ball. What's up, Joe? 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 San Diego. Paredes is up. He's 0 for 2. Altuve just struck out. 1-0 pitch. And it's down and away. A lot of pitches in this inning for Dylan Cease. Smith is at second, and Dubon's over at first. 2-0 is the count. Cease looks back at second, and now back to the plate. He'll deliver from the stretch, and it's low and outside for ball 3. There's some action in the Padres bullpen. It's Alex Jacob who's warming up. Alvarez waits in the on-deck circle. You got the under first 5 innings, 3.5. The 3-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases for Yordan Alvarez. It's a big spot here. He's been struggling. He's 0 for 2 tonight. But can he come through here? Alvarez in the box, facing Cease. And the first pitch, Cease gets ahead in the count. It's in there for a strike. Got a knuckle curve on the inside corner. Alvarez, lifetime 2 for 18 against Dylan Cease during his career. Here's the 0-1, and it's inside. Myers is at third. Smith is at second. And Paredes is over at first. The 1-1 that misses down for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. Let's go, chat. Charge. Playing Alvarez up the middle. Third baseman's over at the shortstop position. The pitch to Alvarez. Fly ball hit out over to right field. This should be deep enough to score. The runner, Tatis, will make the throw over to home plate. The throw is not in time. So the catch was made by Fernando, and it's a successful sacrifice fly by Yordan Alvarez, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Just got it on the really good spot. Now bring up Pena to the plate. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, and Pena takes a strike. It's a slider. That person that just that was just here is probably really mad that that happened. Pena's 1 for 2 with a double. Go-ahead run is at second. That's Dubon. C stares back at second, and now back to the plate. The pitch. It's a foul ball. They are working up his pitch count. He says, I subscribe for good luck. Yes, sir, Joe! We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, but we do Sunday Night Baseball, man. If you guys enjoy my play-by-play, I do it like old school play-by-play style. But would really appreciate the support. The next pitch, tapped foul towards the third base side. I assume that this is going to be the last inning for Dylan Cease because he's at 86 pitches. No balls, 2 strikes. C stares back at second and back to the plate again. And time granted to Jeremy Pena. This game is almost 2 hours old. Here's the 0-2 to Pena. Upstairs at 99 miles per hour. Pena's 2 for 10 against Dylan Cease, with 5 strikeouts. 1-2, and there's a bouncer hit over to third. The throw by Machado over to first in time. The Astros do, however, tie the game and make it 2-2. But we're going to the 6th inning. Still plenty of baseball left to go. The meat and potatoes of the batting order due up for the Padres. See what happens next here on Play by Play with JJ. So who was that dude? Bond that got the RBI single. And then you had a sac fly from Alvarez. Where y'all tapping in from? Let us know down below. I appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Washington, Colorado, that's going to the bottom of the 4th. Both games are almost even. That game started at 8 o'clock, too. This game started at 7:10. Ooh. Good. Let us know where y'all are tuning in from. We are 17 subscribers away from getting the 5,500. Tuning in from Connecticut. Nice. Very, very nice. I like these quieter audiences. You know, I appreciate my Philly freaks. I love my Phillies fan base for sure. Got a lot of people on here for the Phillies games, but I like these games because, again, it lets me get to know you guys more personally. And I like that. All right. Brad Lord has gone 3 innings for the Nationals and has only allowed 3 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Yet the Rockies haven't gotten a run. Melvin says, I'm tuning in from California. You a Padres fan, my friend? Doug says, I'm tuning in from the D.C. area. Doug, how did I meet you? Were you a BW? Or are you a BW guy? I think you are a BW guy, right? Valdez is going out there to pitch the top of the 6th inning. And he'll have to face Manny Machado. The pitch to Manny, and he takes it for a strike. It was a changeup. I'm a Red Sox fan, but I have a soft spot for the Mets, says Mars. Yeah, I think I met you when we were doing the Red Sox game a couple of Sundays ago, correct? I think that's how I met you. Maybe it was tonight. 0-1, line drive, base hit out to left field by Machado. Alvarez gets over to it, and Manny gets on with a leadoff single. Valdez has been leaving pitches out over the middle of the plate just throughout this season and just has lost some velocity and just hasn't been the same. So it's a leadoff single by Manny, and now here's Xander Bogaerts. And Bogaerts takes it down for a ball. Mars gave me a thumbs up, yes. Xander, he's been struggling this year, just hitting .247. You expect that he's going to turn it around too. 1-0 pitch. That's taken for a strike on the inside corner. Time is going to be called. Bogaerts signed an 11-year, $280 million contract with the Padres. That was after the 2022 season. He opted out of his contract of his last year and ended up going to San Diego. He was a member of the Red Sox, won a World Series back in 2018. 2 balls, 1 strike to Xander. And the pitch, strike 2. It's a sinker at the kneecaps on the inside corner for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 79 pitches for Framber Valdez. The 2-2 offering. It's low for ball 3. Doug says, yeah. Figured that's how I met you. What have you been surprised about the most this year in baseball? What has surprised you the most this season? Runner goes, 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be tapped over towards the first base side. Diving stop by Walker, but he's not even going to have to he can't even get a throw off. It's an infield single by Xander Bogaerts. He hit it in the right spot. Walker tried to trap it in front of him as he dove towards his right side, and it just bounced out of the glove, and he just had to eat it up. There was no chance that he was going to get Xander to go out, and I think Valdez also got a a late jump over to first base. He just was not moving, and then he decided, you know what, I got to go. At least that's what I think. But regardless, Walker wouldn't have had a play. So it's an infield single, and there's 2 runners on, and still nobody out. And Gonzalez is coming up to the plate for San Diego. Taylor Scott loosening up in the Astros bullpen. Big spot here for Gonzalez. Rockies just took a 2-1 lead. Oscar Gonzalez, 1 for 2 with a double. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, God. God, tender, loving care. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to you for tuning on in. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the pitch to Gonzalez. Foul ball. You break this game down like it owes you money. Clean and smooth. Respect. I like that. I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before. That's cool. Thanks, man. We do it classic style. Here's the 0-1, and there's a bouncing ball hit over to second base. The throw to shortstop, there's one. They're not going to have a throw over to first. So Bogarts is out at second. And that's just going to put runners on over at the corners. Machado heads over to third, and Gonzalez gets on with a fielder's choice. There was no chance they were going to get him out at first. Valdez with 83 pitches. Here comes Yuli Gurriel. It's 1 for 2 against his former ball club, and he'll pop this one up. It's hit out towards shallow left center field. Probably not deep enough to score Machado. The throw is going to be drawn back over towards the mound, and Walker makes the catch. So Gurriel pops out to center. Jake Myers did a good job getting underneath it. You don't want to run off of him when a ball is hit that shallow. And so it's Jose Iglesias who is up to bat now. Jose's 0 for 2. Hitting .304 on the season with 6 RBI. Valdez delivers from the stretch, and it's inside for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. That's in there for another strike. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already, folks. Doug says, I didn't think Baltimore would struggle this much. Here's the 1-1, and there's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Pena. The throw over to first. Got him. Wow. And Iglesias is out. So, we're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Padres had their chances and just could not score a run. So, we're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-2 out in Houston. Thought Iglesias had a chance to get to that. Didn't think Baltimore would struggle so much. Yeah, I haven't really been following the Orioles, so I can't really say much. They're off to a slow start. JJ, no playoffs for the Sixers. What a fall off. Yeah, I'm not. I was talking about this earlier today, my friend. I said, I'm starting to kind of go through withdrawal for not having another team play in April, this late in April. And it's not just the Sixers, but it feels weird not having a playoff team in April. So that's just odd to me. Well, it's nice because we get to do more baseball. We get to kind of focus more on creating our baseball community, which I kind of do like. But as a Philadelphia fan, you know, if the Sixers were in the playoffs, I'd be doing their games. So, JJ, why did the Sixers fall off? Okay. The Sixers fell off for a couple of reasons. Number one, they paid Joel Embiid. They extended him when they shouldn't have done that. They paid Paul George a lot of money, and Paul George could not stay healthy this year, along with Joel Embiid. They couldn't stay healthy either. And this team they dealt with not only a lot of injuries, but they made so many questionable moves, so many terrible decisions that cost them to be fifth from last in the NBA. It was a bizarre season, and I am happy it's done. It felt like I was going through 5 different seasons in one with the Philadelphia 76ers. There's your answer. It was just weird. The pitch. There's a strike called at 85 miles per hour right down the pike. Jared McCain was doing good, and then Nick Nurse wasn't playing him, and then Jared McCain gets hurt. Think about it like this, guys. We had Jared McCain and Quentin Grimes on the same team, and yet they didn't even play with each other. They were on 2 sides of the season. Crazy. 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Walker. The pitch. Here it comes. It's a changeup that's on the outside corner for strike 2. Jacob is pitching. Yes, that's his last name. The 1-2 to Walker, swing and a miss. He went around. I feel bad for Max, he says Mars. Yeah, me too. And I'll be honest with you, Mars, and I hate doing this as a fan. I'm willing to give up Tyrese Maxey and build this thing from the ground up all over again. I don't want to go around in circles and go through this whole process. I want to start over. Build around McCain and build around Quentin. The pitch, line drive, base hit out to center field, and Victor Caratini has his first hit of the night. So a 1-out single will bring up Jake Myers. But yeah, I agree. I'd rather start this thing over. And I love Tyrese Maxey, but he is the most valuable asset that the Sixers have. And I don't think Joel Embiid is ever going to get healthy. I don't even know if he'll step on the court ever again. 1-0, and there's a fly ball hit out over to right field, and on the run to make the catch is Tatis. The throw back to first. Safe is the call. Tatis with a beautiful sliding catch out in right field. He just laid all of his body out on the slide and was able to rob him on a base hit. It was a beautiful catch. And I thought maybe there was a chance he was going to double up Caratini over at first. Myers hit that thing on a rope. Here comes Smith. And Smith will take a changeup that's in there for a strike. Who would you trade him for? And some draft picks? Yeah, I'm trying to get assets back. I'm trying to build this thing from the ground up. 0-1, there's a ground ball towards the right side. Second baseman has it, scoops it up, throws it over to first, and Smith is out. We're going to the 7th inning. 8, 9, and 1 due up in the Padres batting order. They'll be back in just a few moments. Yeah, I want to get assets back for Tyrese Maxey. I do. I need draft picks and assets to create a future. I just don't think that they have it. They have a lot of old guys on their team. And the league now, to be honest with you, is young. You don't need the superstar. You don't need, like, the big three anymore. That's just not how it works. Look at the Thunder. Look at the Celtics. Okay, the Celtics, do they have a big three? They have 2 big players. And then they have really nice, valuable role players who, honestly, they may have overpaid for now with Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White. But they have a very good foundation of veterans and young guys. And the older guys, some of them are still in their prime. And they're just athletic, quick, they hustle. And that's what the league is right now. Oklahoma City has that. The Memphis Grizzlies are young and fast. They're another one of those teams, even though they got blown out today by like 50 points. Look at the Pistons right now. The Pistons are young and fast. The Magic are young and fast. The Pacers, say what you want about how their season is gone, but yet they're still a pretty fast team. You got to run up and down the court. Joel Embiid can't do that. And I'm not trashing the guy. I'm not bashing him. But when you have a lot of old guys on your team, it's hard. It's hard to keep up with everybody. That's not how the league is right now. So, OKC is impressive, yeah. Warriors have fast guys. Taylor Scott's going to pitch. This is his 9th game that he's going to be on the mound for. We're in the top of the 7th. Padres are 15-6. Astros are 10-10. First pitch, it's in there for a strike to Tyler Wade. Wade's been playing for Cronenworth. Getting more starting time. Pitch, and it's taken up high and away for a ball. Here's the 1-1. That's taken outside and high for ball 2. Suffered a non-displaced right rib fracture. That was on April 6th. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks, so it's going to be another couple of weeks till he returns. Next pitch is high and away for a ball. Arise left in tonight's game on the stretcher. He was actually carted off the field after that collision over at first base with Mauricio Dubon. The pitch on the way, and there's a pop-up hit over towards left center field. Alvarez says he has it, and he'll make the grab. 1 away. And Jackson Merrill's injury just got placed on the IL today. He's not close to returning. That's what they last said. The pitch, and there's a high fly ball hit out to deep center field. Myers tracks it down and makes the catch. He slammed into the wall and just was able to hang on somehow, some way. Jake Myers putting it all out there for the Astros, and able to just make an absolutely insane catch at the insperity sign in left center field. I don't know how he caught that, but that was very impressive. 2 outs, and here's Tatis, and this one's lifted out to left center field. That's going back towards the track, and that one is gone, and Myers can't make the catch. So Tatis able to send it out to left center, and Myers ran out of room. And Fernando Tatis Jr. continues to put on a clinic this season in baseball. Have yourself a day, Tatis. A stand-up triple, a home run, a single, and a walk. And also a sliding catch, too. Wow. And that went pretty far. Wow. We got a pitch and change, and that is going to be it for Scott. So Tatis goes yard, and the Padres and Astros will be back in just a few moments. Wow. What a season for Tatis. I still can't believe that Myers made that insane catch. That honestly was, even now, it's a game saver because that could have been a 2-run home run. Because on the next play, it was a homer by Tatis. Let's check the NBA scores. Who's winning the game now? Oh, the Cavs just won 121-100. So the Rockets are going to play the Warriors next. 9:30. Yeah, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. And subscribe to the channel as well. We're on TikTok. We're on all the platforms. Appreciate you all for being on here, man. We've got 35 watching on the regular. That's cool. I'll take that. Padres lucky that they got rid of Profar. Yeah, well, he didn't sign back. Yeah. They're lucky that they didn't pay him, yeah. Maybe they knew. I don't think so. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think so. So, Steven Okert is pitching, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. 0-1 is the count. We need 16 more subs for us to get to 5,500 subscribers. 0-1 pitch, and there's a line drive out to left field, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 3-2 San Diego, thanks to Fernando Tatis Jr. Okay. Nationals are in the top of the 6th. It's 2-1 Rockies. Is Acuna still injured? Yeah. He's out till May. He's out till May. Ugh. Oof, that felt good. Tomorrow we got I'm looking. Tomorrow White Sox play the Red Sox at 11:10 a.m. Eastern Time. Why so early? 11:10 a.m. What? Phillies play the Mets at 7:10 p.m. Then the Cardinals and the Braves play each other at 7:15. Then at 8:10, it'll be Blue Jays and Astros. Then at 9:45, it'll be Brewers and Giants. That game's on MLB Network. Also at 6:10, it'll be Yankees and Guardians. Reds and Marlins play at 6:40. And the Padres head to Detroit. And they take on the Tigers. Damn, they're playing a Sunday night game. And yet they got to fly out to... Gotta fly out to Detroit. Interesting. Jonathan Cannon is going to pitch for the White Sox tomorrow. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. Flip it, Fernando. MLB schedule is crazy. Yeah. It's all over, man. It's all over the place. Tuesday, there's no afternoon games. Monday, we got 2 afternoon games on Wednesday. Not 2, I'm sorry. We got 5. And Thursday, we got 3 afternoon games. Friday is just 1. That's the Phillies and Cubs. I wonder why the Cubs still sometimes have like those 2:20 games in the afternoon. I guess it's because even though they have the stadium lights, I wonder if it's just because of tradition or what. I don't know. Let's look at some of their start times. Yeah, they still have... They do. They still have some 2 o'clock games. The pitch. There's a line drive. It's a foul ball, though. Towards the first base side. It's weird because like they have a Monday game in May where they play at 2:20 on Monday, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday night they play at 8:05. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they play at 2:20 all those times. It's just bizarre. Huh. The ball's 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's taken high and outside for a ball. One and 2 is the count. Bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Dubon. Foul ball. Back over towards the screen. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Rolled over to shortstop. Bogarts has it. Throws across the diamond. And it's in time. That pitch to Tatis. Look at that bat flip. The bat flips aren't like Jose Bautista, but they're pretty good. That's going to be it for this pitcher. The Padres are going to bring in another one. I need Paredes to get a hit, says Mars. What bet is this for? What are we doing? Cubs are playing the Dodgers again. This is the last time that they're playing each other throughout this season. I was like, I feel like that they've played each other almost once a week, at the very least. It's crazy. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks. Appreciate you all for tuning on in, man. Let us know where you're tapping in from. Let us know who you all root for. We got a quiet chat tonight, which is cool. I like that. Excuse. Alec Jacob, who pitched 1 in the 3rd, is not going to be facing Altuve here. They will have a new pitcher. Question is, who's going to be the new pitcher? Houston's money line now is at plus 230. Just saying. Padres have a total of 14 bases. Astros have 9. Houston has also left 6 runners on base. The Padres have left 5 on base. Jason Adam is pitching. He has a .87 ERA. He's been really good this year. And they'll be on to face Altuve. The pitch. And it's outside for the ball. Mighty Mouse is at the plate. There's a changeup that's a little bit high, but it's called strike anyways. I got a hit from Smith, Dubon, Bogarts, Tatis Jr. I just need one from Paredes in this game, and Nunez and Beck in the other. Here's the 1-1, and that's a changeup that's in there for strike 2. That's plausible. One-two pitch to Altuve, and it's low and outside for a ball. So that makes the count now 2-2. Padres bullpen has the best ERA, the best whip, and the best opponent batting average. Pitch to Altuve, and he hits this one out to left field. If it's deep enough, this could go. It's going back towards the track, and it is caught right in front of the scoreboard. Altuve thought he had enough, and it just stayed in the yard, and it's caught for out number 2 by Gonzalez. It took him a little bit of time to get to that thing, too. He thought it was going to go towards his right, and then he had to go back to his left. It went back a little bit more towards his right, and then he caught it. Up to bat is Paredes, and he takes ball 1. Isaac Paredes, 0 for 2 with a walk. Orange handled the pitch. There's a ground ball. It's a foul ball. One ball, one strike. The pitch. And he grounds this one over towards the right side of the mound. And so the throw is going to be made over to first by Adam. It's in time, and the inning is over. And so we're going to the top of the 8th inning. It's 3-2 Padres. Machado, Bogarts, and Gonzalez are due up in the batting order. I thought Altuve had that too. Just stayed in the yard. Ooh. Appreciate you all for tuning on in, man. We got 45 likes, 44 people tuning on in. Let's get to 50. Mars said ground out. I know, man. Sorry. At least I got one more try with him. I don't know. You might. You might. There's a chance. But this Padres bullpen's good. Because it's the end of the seventh, so it's not guaranteed that you're going to get one more try. Because 6 batters, 6 outs, yeah. Okay. Rockies and Nats are still in the bottom. Nope, now they're going to the 7th. Now they're going to the 7th. This game's going to the 8th. Machado, Bogarts, and Gonzalez are 3 for 8 combined. Now, excuse me, Tatis is 2 for 3. He has a triple and a homer. So he's not 3 for 3. I thought that he got on. Thought he had a single. Hoping for a 10th inning. Well, I'm saying that it could, you have a chance. The pitch, it's taken for a ball. You just need like a tie or, like runners to get on in one of these innings here. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, but you're gonna have to have him face Robert Suarez. Yeah. Yeah, you might not want that. I see what you're saying now. 2 balls, no strikes. What's up, G Vanutes? How are you, my friend? 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and there's the 2-0, and there's a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Manny Machado. Steven Oker is pitching. Played for the Marlins. Phillies faced him a lot. He's now 33 years old. He's also a member of the Giants early on in his career. 3-2 San Diego. And the pitch, and that'll make it a 3-1 count to Manny Machado. Next pitch, it's taken for a strike, and Machado threw down his bat thinking that it was ball 4. He has to go pick it up and step back into the batter's box. Good, at a long day today. How are you, JJ? Doing good. I've had a long day, too. Payoff pitch to Machado, and there's a high fly ball. Hit out to deep left center field. Myers is back at the track, and he grabs it for out number 1. That is a long out by Manny. Wow, they're going to be playing the Golden Knights in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They'll be after this. Machado just missed a homer. Now it's Xander, who takes inside for a ball. No issues with shoplifters, Chief. You're funny. 1-0 is the count to Xander Bogaerts. The pitch, and there's a line drive base hit down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Alvarez gets over to it, and Bogaerts will stand up with a double. The tag is not in time, and he's over in scoring position. He's going to hand his batting glove over to the first base coach. They'll get the mitt. That's the 8th double by Bogaerts this season. And Gonzalez is up. The pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Okert this year. A .90 ERA in 8 games. Had a 5.09 ERA last year. Not so good. The pitch. Foul ball. Logan Van Away is warming up in the Astros bullpen. Oh and 2 is the count to Gonzalez, and the pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 2. And it looks like we're going to have a pitch and change. Okert's night will be done. 2 outs, a runner on at second. And the Astros and Padres will be back. Okay. Well, that's because he didn't say that he wasn't live. That's why I called him. Because I was like, why aren't you reading my comments? This game in San Diego, no, it's in Houston. It's in Houston. Didn't say you were live. It's in Houston. Bottom team is the home team. For those of you that don't know. Top team is the away team. Why does it say that the Golden Knights are playing at 8 o'clock? They're on at 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's in Houston. Bottom team. The team that's on the top is SD. Team that's on the bottom is HOU. Houston. Yes, Steven Newts, that's what he was talking about. Yes. That's the one that he said that he was on. Mets won today 7-4. They're now 2 games above the Phillies in the NL East. They play a very big series this week. If it's left-right, the home team is on the right. If it's top or bottom, yes, you're right. You're right, Larry. Here's the pitch to Gurriel. It's outside for a ball. So it's 3-2 Padres. Tatis had a triple. He made an awesome catch out in right field. And then he also hit a solo home run. It was his 7th homer of the season, I believe. Van Away is going to pitch to Gurriel. The pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. Pitch to Gurriel. It's off the plate again for ball 3. This guy's name is Logan Van Away. He's 26 years old. He's from Joplin, Missouri. 3-0 pitch, and that was wild. Almost wild, but it was outside nonetheless, and Gurriel gets on with a 4-pitch walk. So 2 outs and 2 runners on. Three to 2, San Diego. Houston put up 2 runs in their bottom of the 5th. Iglesias is in the box. The pitch to Iglesias, foul ball. Bogarts grounded into a fielder's choice. And then Tatis scored on a throwing error from Dubon. That's what happened in the top of the 1st. And Gavin Sheets had an RBI single to score Tatis in the top of the 3rd. The pitch, and it's up high for a ball to make it 2-0. In the bottom of the 5th, Dubon had an RBI single, and then Alvarez hit a sac fly to tie the game 2-2. And then in the top of the 7th, Tatis sent one that went 427 feet into the deepest part of the ballpark. The 1-1 pitch, that is slapped foul. Padres currently tied with the Dodgers for first in the NL West. Astros are 2 games behind the Rangers in the AL West. They're also half a game behind the Angels and 1 game behind the Mariners. 1-2 pitch, and there's a ground ball hit over to first base, knocked down by Walker. He has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for out number 3. And so we're going to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Alvarez, Pena, and Walker coming up to the plate. Okay. Still baseball left to go. All right, I'm going to take a step off. I'll be right back. I'm going to go stretch. Okay. Here we go. We're back. Whew. So we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 3-2, San Diego. Make sure you go follow Play-by-Play with JJ on all the social media platforms, for sure. Happy Easter for those of you that do celebrate too, by the way. We love you all. Next Sunday, it's going to be Phillies and Cubs on Sunday Night Baseball. Houston, Texas, Dave. There he is. What is going on? He's trying to bring the Astros some magic as Alvarez is up to the plate. Tying run, of course. First pitch to Yordan, strike 1. Thrown from Jason Adam. It's a very, very good season for the Padres, as we talked about before. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch to Alvarez. Foul ball. Got a change up and sends it to the seats. But it's out of play. Had the sac fly to tie the game up back in the 5th. The ball is 2 strikes to Yordan. The pitch. Way up high. The windup and the pitch. Another foul ball. Watching Rockets versus Warriors and listening to your call of the Astros game. Nice. Forgot that game was on too. Here's the 1-2 to Alvarez, and he grounds this one foul. I forgot that that's on too. Rockets versus Warriors. One ball, 2 strikes to Yordan. Adam gets set and fires the pitch. Ground ball hit over to second base. Bogarts has it, throws over to first. In time for out number 1. 5 more outs to go. How the Rockets doing versus the Warriors so far? I haven't been able to check the basketball scores. So Alvarez grounds out to second. And Jeremy Pena coming up to bat, hitting on the right side. 1 for 3 he is with a double. First pitch to Jeremy. He takes it for a strike. The ball is on 1 strike. Rockets lead at 21-16. Thanks. The 0-1 to Pena, and he grounds a foul. Pena in this series, coming into today, 2 for 7. He has extended his hitting streak to 11 games in a row. We're so close to getting 50 likes. The ball is 2 strikes. Adam gets set at the belt, and here's the 0-2 to Pena. It's down in the way for a ball. Here's the 1-2 to Pena, and he swings and misses at it. The ball's going to bounce towards the on-deck circle. The throw over to first, not in time. Pena beats it out. It is a strikeout, but it's also a wild pitch, and Pena was able to run on the 3rd strike. So, he is aboard over at first base. Even though he struck out, Maldonado could not find the ball. It just got by him. And Pena was able to run over to first. Maldonado tried to hustle as fast as he could. So they'll have to get an extra out. And Christian Walker is going to be coming on up, and the tying run is over at first. And there will be a timeout on the mound. Walker has a hat trick of strikeouts in 3 at-bats. Ruben Niebla is out there to talk things over with Adam. It's a big spot here. And Victor Caratini's in the on-deck circle. was a good hustle too by Pena. Wonder if he's gonna run here. He leads off over at first. Jason Adams versus Christian Walker. Adam will get set at the belt. And the first pitch to Christian, he pops it up. It's hit out over towards the middle infield. And Bogarts can't make the won't make the catch, and he'll just throw out the runner at second. I think he did that on purpose because Walker was slower. Walker's the slower guy, so that was actually a wise decision because it was the infield fly rule that came into play. That was a wise decision. He let it go and then decided, you know what, I'm going to get Pena out at second base because he's the faster guy. Good baseball IQ. So that's going to force them to go to Chas McCormick as a pinch runner. Strategy, I like that. And Victor Caratini is up to bat. The pitch, it's low for a ball. One ball, no strikes to Victor Caratini, who's 1 for 3 tonight. And the 1-0 pitch is high. The throw to second base to get McCormick. He is safe because Bogarts dropped the ball on the tag. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs and 2 balls, no strikes. Which was high, and Bogarts could not hang on to the ball. Tried to tag whatchamacallit on the back. It actually hit McCormick. I thought maybe he got it for a second, but he did not. 2 balls, no strikes. The tying run is in scoring position. A base hit could tie it here. Adam looks back at second and back to home. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Time called by Victor. Astros trying to tie it back. The 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss again. That was in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Caratini, and he fouls it off. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. "24 pitches for Adam. Here comes the 2-2 to Caratini, and he takes it all the way for a called strike 3. A sweeper right down the middle. And we're going to the 9th inning. So he gets caught looking at a pitch that was just right down the pike. And we're going to the top of the 9th. It's 3-2 San Diego. Okay. Whew. What a ball game. What a ball game between the both of these teams. The Padres are looking to sweep the Astros. I don't know when the last time they did that was. Actually, I'm sorry. The Astros took the first 2 games. Astros are looking to sweep the Padres, but they're down to their final 3 outs. It's the first series loss that the Padres have had this year. Going to the 9th. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, folks. What a good game. This game's been great. Is that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? Yeah. They got the Vegas Golden Knights game on ESPN too. Tyler Wade will come on up. Then it'll be Martin Maldonado and Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch, and it's thrown by King. It's in there for a strike. This is Brian King. He's now 28 years old. He's been with the Astros last year. He had a 2.39 ERA. This year it's at a 1.93. He's been a very good pitcher from their bullpen. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. And the throw over to first in time. 2 pitches and there's 1 out. This did a good job of getting over to it. Yes, Scott. Yep. After the game is done, we're going to be looking at our fantasy baseball final scores. There's Maldonado. Takes a pitch upstairs for a ball. Then we'll call it a night. That was a 10-10. 1-0 pitch. Line drive, foul ball. Pitch to Maldonado, and he slices this one out to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and Martin Maldonado, against his former ball club, able to get on with a single to center field. Gabe says, can't wait to see that. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Phillies, Cubs. Phillies, Mets. Tomorrow night is big. It's a big series. Here comes Tatis. All right, one of the best hitters in baseball. He homered earlier. He's coming up to the plate. Also tripled in the game. First pitch that he takes is inside for ball 1. One-zero pitch. That was a little bit outside, but it's called strike 1. Again, prayers out for Luis Arias as well, who injured himself and was taken out on the cart back in the first inning. 1-1 pitch. That's taken for strike 2. It's been a long game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Fernando Tatis. And the 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called at the kneecaps. And there is out number 2. I was shocked that he took that pitch. I was thinking he was going to be aggressive there. No, he was not. The pitch. Strike one. 2 sheets. No balls, 1 strike. Sheets is up to bat. And the pitch is way inside. Ooh. Not at all, John. Not at all, Statler. 1 ball, 1 strike, but it was good. We definitely ate good tonight. 1-1 pitch, and it's in there for strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive, foul ball. Gotta watch out for those foul balls, man. Heads up. 1-2 pitch. That's tapped foul. How is Moosey? Where is Moosey? Awesome. That loss was awful. Yeah. Yeah. It's another reason why we do Sunday Night Baseball, folks. To diverge away from the regular teams. 1-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit over towards center field. Myers is there, and he'll catch it for out number 3, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th. And so Robert Suarez, the closer for the Padres. Oh, he's going to come on in. Padres are 13-0, by the way, when leading after the 7th inning. And so Suarez, who has been the best closer in baseball, he will come on in to try to shut the door and avoid a sweep for San Diego. Statler. Yeah. There he is. Waldorf. Well, at least we didn't save the movie. We saved the frog and the pig. Well, at least we didn't save the movie. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, Johnson, he's going to get a Waldorf. He's going to get a Statler emote as his profile, a Statler pick as his profile pick. You got to change that. But then Larry has to do it to Waldorf. You got to you got to get rid of the guitar. That'd be kind of funny. So the Rockies are going to the bottom of the 8th, and this game is going to the bottom of the 9th. The Rockies and the Nationals are playing a doubleheader. JJ's Kermit? Not at all. I'm a frog. Nah. That's Patrick Mahomes. Moosey snuggled all day. Lost her affections yesterday when I had to put a new collar on her. She literally was running from me afterwards. Oh, gosh. I don't know if I can ditch it off to ditch the guitar. What's up, John? John Jansen. What is going on? We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's 3-2 San Diego. Robert Suarez, who has made 8 saves and 8 opportunities, is going to pitch. He has been money this year. Best closer in baseball right now for sure. And who's he going to face? Well, it's going to be Jake Myers to start things off. Myers, Smith, and Dubon, and if it gets any further, Jose Altuve will get a chance. First pitch to Myers. Low for a ball. We've reached over the 3-hour marker. 1 ball, no strikes to Jake Myers, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Damn, it's weird because there's technically one more game going on. So these games really aren't final. These fantasy baseball games. There's still one more left. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Myers. There's a foul ball. Yes, Larry. That was his rookie season, I think. Was that his rookie season? That was his rookie season. 1-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Last year he had 36 saves. He did blow 6. Nine innings for Robert Suarez, 10 strikeouts. He's 34 years old. He's older. Wow, I didn't realize he was that old. He's 34. 1-2 pitch. That's foul towards the screen. You know what kind of cracks me up? Whenever there's a foul ball hit right back behind home plate, even though there's a net there, people still try to go for the ball. I think that's funny. I do. The 1-2 to Myers, and he grounds this one over to third base. It's a foul ball. Just barely. Yep, that's foul. You haven't eaten yet? Well, go eat. One ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch to Myers. Strike 3 called on the outside corner at 100 miles per hour. There's the first out. Good pitch. He was thinking that he was going to throw something a little bit more outside. Myers down on strikes. Pitch to Smith. He takes it low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch, that's at 101. That's a foul ball. One to one. Another foul ball. What are the Nationals doing? They're making the pitching change. One and two is the count. Robert Suarez with the pitch to Smith. It's in the dirt again. Here's the 2-2 to Smith. It's low for ball 3. Spider-Man on Wheels says, who's here in 2025? Now that's funny. Because he made comments like, who's here in 2020? Yeah, that's funny. 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive. Diving catch over at first base by Yuli Gurriel. And the former Astro makes an incredible catch at first base. He's turning 41 in June, folks. Crazy. And it's all up to Diaz. They're going to have a mound visit, though, first. It's Diaz who's up, and then if he gets on, it'll be Jose Altuve. All right, I gotta check to see if all the scores are final. I didn't get to check that yet. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, and Aledmus Diaz is up to bat. First pitch, swing and a miss. Oof. Pitch on the way, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. No politics in the chat. Come on, man. The 1-1 to Diaz. Swing and a miss again. Got a fastball right down the middle. And the Astros down to their final strike. Here's the 1-2 to Diaz. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Robert Suarez, 9 for 9 on the season in saves. That's the 12th straight game where the Padres have had... Wait, let's go back to that stat again. I just want to read that. Where is that? The 12th game... Here it is. Let's see. I want to read that stat. The 12th straight game allowing 1 or no runs from the Padres bullpen. That's the 12th straight game that the Padres bullpen has only allowed 1 or fewer runs. That's crazy. That is really wild. Okay, well, that's the end of the game. Okay, cool. And so now we are going to be looking at final scores from fantasy baseball, even though there's still 1 game going on right now, and that's in the bottom of the 8th. It's Rockies and Nationals. There's 1 out with runners on at 2nd and 3rd. But we're going to be looking at scores, and that's what we're going to do in just a few moments. I'm going to take a step off. We will be right back. We'll do a quick weekly recap from our fantasy baseball league. And so, I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back. We are back on the live. All right, it's time to go over our fantasy baseball scores from this week. So, our first one that we're going to start off with is Broad Street Bombers, which is me, versus Field of Skeets. All right? And the question is, who do we think won that game? That is the question. Can we get a little drum roll? The winner, and becoming now 2-2 on the season, is the Broad Street Bombers, which is me. So Field of Skeets is now 2-2, and the Broad Street Bombers won. Second on the list, we got Bucket Getter 215 versus Long Ball Stoners. And the winner, Bucket Getter 215, now 4-0 on the season. So that is the final score of that game, too. Okay. 325 to 177. Next, we got Scott and D. And the winner of this matchup is... One second. Hold up. D gets the job done and is now 3-1 on the season. Up next, it's Baseball Fantasy and Braves Champs. Baseball Fantasy came into this week 1-2, and Braves Champs was 2-1. Who do you think got the win? The answer is Baseball Fantasy. They are now 2-2 on the season. Next, we got Dr. Jekyll versus James Philly Phoenix. Dr. Jekyll 3-0. And James Philly Phoenix 1-2. And the winner of this week's matchup is the answer is Dr. Jekyll gets the job done. That's not as exciting. I have to play the ta-da. Justin against Batman wins. Both teams 2-1 coming into today. Both teams were 2-1. This was a good matchup too. This was a very good matchup. And the winner of this matchup Justin, congratulations. You are now 3-1 on the season. Okay. A couple more to go. Gio was away and had to go to George Ellie. Who do we think won this one? The winner of the George Ellie versus Gio's great team matchup is George. Congratulations, you're now 3-1 on the season. And finally, last but certainly not least, seriously the best, taking on the Rhino. Larry came in at 1-2, and Rising Rhino came in at 2-1. And the winner of this matchup is Rising Rhino. Congratulations to you, my friend. That is awesome. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you all so much for playing fantasy baseball with your boy JJ this week. We got another week. We're going into week number 5. Week number 5 of the season. Pretty wild when you think about it, man. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for me. Congratulations to all the winners out there again. My name is Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another week of baseball with your boy. See you all tomorrow night for Phillies Mets. And we'll catch you on the next one. Good night and Lila Tov.